Welcome to Kitchen 143. I am your host, Michelle Aventajado, and today we're going to explore some holiday traditions and how we bring together our holiday gatherings while we spend time together in the kitchen. If we are honest about our holiday rituals, I'm sure one we keep most secret is the willingness we all have to indulge just a little bit more and, of course, enjoy with reckless abandon all the delicious food that's brought to the table when we gather. This is also a special time that we get to reconnect with loved ones. Of course, even through these challenges of coming together for the holidays, we have Zoom and different ways we can gather as well. But it is also the time where we gather around the table, exchange stories, victories, maybe even pray a little bit more for those challenges are around the table, and we pray for the hopeful inspiration of the coming year. Interestingly, of course, you guys know if you've been tuning in, we've already featured some different ways that we gather and some different partners that, of course, can make our gatherings easier and special. This is the second part to our holiday gatherings. And of course, we also have another episode coming next week for Holiday Gatherings Part 3. Honestly, we could probably come up with so many more episodes on how we celebrate, how we make these times special, and of course, how we bring our family and friends together. This episode, we'll talk about tradition, and we have a fun mix of guests, starting with one of my very good friends, Maggie. She's the queen of sugar cookies and the entrepreneur, the mompreneur behind The Little Whisk. We've celebrated many holidays together, and we have quite a few traditions from Friendsgiving to our annual cookie swap. We also have Andrea, whose family brings so much good food and good food that we love into our homes. Their family has two very successful food-related companies that we'll be talking about today, and they're launching a new one as well. Their family, of course, does wonderful things to bring food to our table. And then we also have, last but definitely not least, we have G. She is, of course, in the industry of blogging, media, marketing, PR, and I know her very well, as she will share some of her family's passion in bringing food, bringing people together, and her dad's love for Christmas lights and decorating and bringing people together in another way outside their home as well. It is already, their home is a popular destination for merrymakers and, of course, people who just want to feel like getting into the holiday season. And another guest, well, not really a guest, but a member of hashtag Team Jellybean, who is with me in the kitchen quite often. My son Miguel is here to join us. You guys had Gia a couple of episodes back. Now we have Miguel, and hopefully someday we will get to have my whole family on camera at some point, because we do like to have fun in the kitchen together as well. Okay, so we can bring everybody on camera, and then we can also talk about reminding everybody we have Quiz the Cook questions. So our Quiz the Cook questions, as always, you guys know 5 winners will be taking home the following from our partners. From Gabrielle's Meat and Poultry, you'll have an insulated bag chock full of meat products that you will see more about when we roll their video. Their farm is fantastic. And then we also have from Honey Brie and Meat, you'll have a 10-inch grazing box that you can share with your family and friends, as well as a gourmet meal kit, which Mig is very fond of. Okay, we are broadcasting live today on Rappler's Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter accounts. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments section on the Facebook page, both on Rappler and Mama and Manila, so that we can see them. Hello, everyone, and be sure, of course, to tell us where you're tuning in from. Hello, everyone. You guys came on camera all at the same time.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you today?
Quite busy because of the holiday seasons, but doing well.
Yes, I know this is your holiday season that you're always busy because you have your cookies and your gingerbread house and your kits and all these different things that you do for the Little Whisk. So thank you for making time and joining us here. Andrea, I think you and Miguel are on location somewhere. Do you want to tell us where you're coming in from?
Yes. Hello, we're in our restaurant at Maginhawa. So we're on the second floor. Very exciting. All the food is in front of us today. So yes, happy to be here. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Excellent. Hi, Miggy.
Hey, Mom.
Okay, and G, how are you today? I know you also have some company. Hopefully, we can chat with them later. But tell us
Yeah.
how you are and what's happening.
Hello, everyone. Hi to all the BB mamas. I'm actually so hungry because right in front of me is my company of Conchinilio, which I've been staring at for the past hour. And yes, extremely very busy too because of all holidays. And as you mentioned, my dad's has turned our house into a tourist spot. So we are very, very busy every night with all the guests coming over and visiting for the holidays.
I love it. I have seen video and we will share video with the viewers, but I do hope I get a chance to come and drive by and say hello sometime soon. Hopefully when I'm out of quarantine. So, okay, guys, so I just got back from Oslo and it's been amazing. I'm really happy to be broadcasting live here. The beauty of spending time with everybody here in the kitchen is that we're all in different places. So let's talk traditions. So, Andrea, tell us a little bit about the traditions behind your brands that we'll be talking about today. We have Gabrielle's, and tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so Gabrielle's, this is actually my dad's. It's from my dad's farm. So we have a farm in Santa Maria, Laguna. And Gabrielle's is actually named after my eldest sister. We call her Gabby. And I think a big part of why my dad started the farm in the first place is because of his great concern for our well being. And so he decided that if he wanted to provide us with clean food and organic food, then he could provide it himself. And so he started raising his own livestock and growing his own vegetables. And eventually, what started out as a farm that was just supposed to be for a family, it eventually grew into a business. And yeah, since then my family has explored other brands and restaurants, and yeah, it's just been really great to see well they've how well they've really developed this and into something that's been really great for our family and for other people as well. And so, yes.
Right. So the idea behind you are what you eat, your parents take very seriously in providing the food, not just for your family, but for other people as well. You're very concerned about the livestock and how you did this, like your dad. So your dad and mom are super hands-on with this. How about you guys in terms of the siblings? How many siblings are you?
We're four siblings. Um, well, we're not as hands-on. I think we definitely help out. So sometimes we visit the farm. My dad likes to take us around, and he likes to show us how to feed the animals or how to even take care of them. Especially my youngest brother. He's 7, and he really has a fun time at the farm every time we go. And so, yeah, I think my dad has definitely imprinted the importance of, you know, like treating the farm as something that is really important to us and something that can impart really important lessons on how to take care of the animals and the environment, as well as just being mindful of what we eat.
Wonderful. So how does that translate to your holiday gatherings or your celebrations?
My holidays are such a big thing at my family. I mean, my mom loves entertaining people, and I think that food is definitely her love language. It's her language of Thanksgiving. And so every time we have people over, she really goes all out. She loves having big celebrations. Well, before the pandemic, but now we don't really get to gather as much, which is why my mom really places importance on food as being something that brings us together. And so togetherness is a really big aspect of our family gatherings, and it's something that we can really use to bond and to make really happy and fun memories.
Agree. Thank you for that. I am one with your mom. My love language is service. So cooking, obviously, this cooking show born out of that. I love being in the kitchen and I love serving my family. G, what would a typical celebration during the holidays look like in your home?
Oh, wow. This year has been really different because we've been receiving guests every night. So definitely, if there's like a house that celebrates Christmas all throughout December. That's probably our house because a lot of relatives visit. Especially because, we have not seen each other for the past 2 years because of the pandemic. And finally, in some ways, we can go out already. So we've been having a lot of visitors, cousins, friends, relatives coming over. Definitely, it's festive every night, especially on weekends. Really, batches and batches of visitors coming over.
Same. Okay.
And yeah,
So
and my
just
parents love celebrating. So clearly shown by the Christmas lights that my dad has prepared for every
yes.
Christmas. That's
Yes,
how much we
absolutely.
love Christmas. Yeah. And I have a section in my house that is Christmas all year long because I love Christmas.
Oh, I
Christmas is
love
really my
that.
favorite
Christmas
time of the
all year
year.
round.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, Maggie, how has so G talked about how her parents love Christmas and she has that love of the holidays and gathering people. What are some of the traditions you're passing on to your boys?
My family actually always have this family reunion, and my dad, I believe my dad started it like some 40 years ago. So everybody in the family, in his side of the family, would gather together. And I can remember, I can only remember it as far as I can. I think it was only one or two when he started it, and it's something that I want to continue with the boys. Not like now, we haven't seen each other. I haven't seen my cousins and my titas for like 3 years, 4 years already. But once everything is okay, everything is safe already, we would want to go back to that tradition of having family reunions with the cousins because that really drew us closer to each other. Like we are from different parts of the country, right? Some would be in Marinduque,
Right,
some would be in other cities,
right,
but it's not one day, and we always hold it on Christmas. We always hold it
right.
on December 25. So it's something that I want to pass on to my kids that even their second cousins, they would go with their second cousins, they would go with their titos and titas. And it's something
Yeah.
that would really, something that they would remember even when they grow older.
Yes, yes. It really is a time to gather and to get together again and just be reunited with our family. And hopefully we can continue, we can start doing that again soon. I see you guys are noshing over there. What are you noshing on? Wait, hold that thought. Don't tell me what you're noshing on. I want to share the video about Gabrielle's and the farm. So this looks like, with the food, the spread that Miguel and Andrea have on the table, we'll show that a little bit later. They're already noshing on, I think,
At
what is
Gabriel's, we care about what you eat. That's why we care about our animals. By treating our animals well, we are treating our consumers right. At Gabriel's farm in Santa Maria, Laguna, our hogs, goats, lamb, and cattle are naturally grown, grass-fed, free from chemicals and pesticides, and graze over lush and green pasture. Our chickens are cage-free, eat natural plants and feeds, and are exposed to sunlight and fresh air. This clean, spacious, and well-ventilated farm is their home. Well maintained by our hardworking farmers who share the same commitment as ours. Ethical and sustainable farming and responsible production. Fresh from the farm comes our wide selection of organic and affordable meat and poultry products. Gabriel's Meat Shop offers organic pork, beef, chicken, goat and lamb, fresh fish and seafood, frozen and vacuum packed, ready to eat and ready to cook products that are all MSG and preservative free. We also offer fresh fruits and vegetables and choice grocery items. With premium organic meat and poultry food products from Gabriel's, you can now serve the best dishes for your family. Because at Gabriel's, we care about what you eat. Good for your family, good for the community, and good for Mother Earth.
That video was just so beautiful. I love how the whole family is there. Andrea, is that your voiceover? Is that your voiceover?
Yes, it is.
Awesome. That's such an informative video, and yeah, I think there's a little feedback there. That's such an informative video, and it really showed us how you care for not just the farm, but the animals, the farmers, good for Mother Earth. I love everything about it. And I would guess that that's really how your parents are raising you guys as well. So I'm so in awe of what you guys are doing there. Before we go, I know everybody is waiting for the Quiz the Cook question. Before we go on to the Quiz the Cook question, I want to say hello to our viewers. I'm just going to go ahead and scroll the comments. There's so many BB mamas who are tuned in. I can see that they are commenting here. Hello, Maria Teresa Montino Martinez. Hello, tell us where you're tuning in from. And then, of course, I see our cousin, Anna or Richie. Hi, guys. Thanks for watching. We have Chia. Oh, there is a grazing box. That looks yummy, Andrea. We have someone watching from Las Piñas. We have, hi, Jing. Jing is saying hello to Mish and Maggie. Hi. Dory Grace Rogero, praying for a COVID-free world for the coming year. Dory, we pray with you as well because we want to see our families and enjoy these beautiful meals, together with everyone as well. Mark Simonting, my biggest fan. I love you. Thank you for tuning in. You're always so kind. Patricia, hi Patricia, and Erica, one of our regular viewers. Anne Ioni is saying, hello, Miss G, my mommy Jer. Let's see, we also have Lally. Hi, Lally, how are you? Lots of BB mamas. Okay, so you guys know the drill. If you would like a chance to win some of the items that Nino is panning in on right now, you have some grazing boxes. We have kits there on the table, cooking kits. We also have meat and poultry from Gabriel's. Remember that you have to share the live stream. Hashtag sharing is caring. So if you want to share and have a chance to win one of 5 prizes that will be sent to you if you live in Metro Manila, and if you have shared the live stream, you will be able to, when you answer the question correctly, you'll be able to take these things home. So remember that this is the first question. So for the first question, it's the first person to answer correctly. We cannot make it the first person every single time because then someone with really fast internet would have an unfair advantage, guys. So that's why our questions, you have 1, 4, 3, 4, 4. Now, if you know what that means, 1, 4, 3, 4, 4, that means you're of my generation. So here we go. I will read the first question. And remember, you have to answer in the chat box. You have to have shared the live stream to claim your prizes from Gabrielle's Meat and Poultry, which will include one insulated bag with assorted meat products. And from Honey and Brie, Honey, Brie, and me, you will receive a 10-inch grazing box that you can share if you want to. If you don't want to share, I won't fault you for it. It's okay. And a gourmet meal kit, which there it is. There's that 10-inch grazing box, and it has a ton of meats and cheeses and fruits, a really lovely variety there. I think I'm hungry. I wish I could have some already. Okay, so here's the Quiz the Cook question. Who is Gabrielle's named after? So, of course, I know so many of the entrepreneurs that we have featured. They love, there's just really poignant, heartfelt stories behind the brands. And here we can actually see and know from Andrea how her parents have really put so much thought into the products they bring to their consumers or their customers. And in this case, even the name behind their business venture, their farm, which their dad is so passionate about, it's important to note, right? So, okay, guys, welcome back. Wait, you guys were showing us something you were eating on cam earlier. Can you tell us about that?
Okay, so we were eating the penne in creamy sauce kit.
Oh no.
There you go.
Okay.
That's big.
It's huge.
Okay.
It is a lot of stuff.
Okay.
And there's 3 different types of cheeses. And Andrew, you wanna tell them about the cheeses?
Okay, so there are 3 different types of cheeses. So there's Queso Puti, Parmigiano Reggiano, and mozzarella.
Yum. Okay, that looks good. And they can order that, of course, through Honey, Brie, and Me. I think we have a winner for our first Quiz the Cook question. We have the winner is Joselito Bautista. Congratulations. He mentioned correctly that Gabrielle's is named after the eldest sister of Andrea, Gabby. Very good. Congratulations, Joselito. Please stand by. One of our members of our SOCMED team will be getting in touch with you to get your delivery address in Metro Manila and your contact information so we can send those prizes out to you. Congratulations. So guys, you were really paying attention. Everybody was answering so many different answers. And of course, don't worry, you still have 4 more chances to win. And here, this is where we can actually chat about, so you guys saw more about Gabrielle's, the farm, and the different products that they offer. And Miggy and Andrea are there in Maginhawa. So if they wanted to also visit, they could pick up some of the meat and poultry there. Could they not, Andrea?
Yes, they can visit our meat shop, or they can also order through Viber or the online store. So we have 3 different options to order.
How convenient.
Yes, very.
Wow.
You're so cute, Miggy. Okay, fantastic. Types of meat and different things that you bring to the table, Maggie, for holiday gatherings. What do you do?
Our family is very traditional Filipino, so you would see the usual Filipino dishes like, kare-kare, lechon will always be there. The cochinillo, though, is going to be a new addition to our table this year, definitely. So it can traditional Filipino dishes are usually consisting of pork, right? Right, Gia, like Miss. So
Yeah.
I think that can be easily swapped to our usual lechon and usual lechon belly. We would
Yes.
always have some traditional Filipino desserts as well, like
Okay.
paneer, stuff like that. So, yeah, very traditional Filipino.
How about G? What are some of the dishes that you like to bring to the table? I know you like to set a beautiful table. What do you guys
Yeah,
like
yeah,
to?
I love setting up, but most of the food that my mom would normally cook are really the food that our family loves and go to. You'll be surprised. Our family loves dinuguan, but my mom cooks it differently. It's all pork, so there's really no whatever the thing
The
that
other
they
stuff.
normally use. Yeah,
The other
and
stuff.
and the other stuff which I also don't eat. We always have kare kare because those are my mom's specialties. I normally cook pasta for the kids. I'm not really good at cooking Filipino food. I can only bake a little and do some pasta, and then definitely we order food also. And definitely, as Maggie has mentioned, this is something new that we're gonna add to the table. Really good food. Grazing table is also one thing that I love doing. I really buy these type of sets, but this is a good addition, especially for gifting, especially for those who are very busy and doesn't have the time to prepare. But I love putting up raising table and serving wine and champagne
Yeah, I love
and
that too.
alcohol, beer, definitely for the
Yes,
family.
up here.
Beer.
Absolutely. And I love setting up those grazing tables too. We're bringing out the grazing boxes, the charcuterie boxes, because it actually is like a serve yourself kind of thing. So your guests you can look after your guests and mingle and know that they can have a little snack and nosh. And it's a great way to gather and a great way to kind of like let everybody have fun while we're all, chatting and catching up with one another. There are different ways to gather, though, right? Mags, you and I like to get together for Friendsgiving, and then we also like to
Yes.
get together because I did introduce you as the cookie queen.
I not
You're the
sure about
cookie
that.
queen.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah,
so much. Yeah, we
yeah,
usually do your annual cookie swap, Mish. And this is something that's untraditional for me. And you're actually the first person who introduced cookie swapping to me. Like, if before Mish in my life, I didn't know any cookie swap events. But it has become an annual thing, and it actually has become like the start of the Christmas season for me, because you would
yeah,
normally hold it the first week of December, right? So
yes.
when you invited me for Cookie Swap before, I was really, really excited. And I would read about it from your blog. So when I got invited, I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to be Bibo and make like some really cool cookies until
You
I
and
found
you
out.
have. And you have. So before we
Thank
show the
you.
video, we can educate everyone on what a cookie swap is and like the different ways you can gather friends and family for the holidays. I do have two questions that I want to pose to Andrea. First question is, what are the operating days and hours of the physical store of Gabrielle's?
Our operating days and hours, we're open daily from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay, and then the second question is, are you accepting Leica Gems as payment?
Unfortunately, we don't. We
Not yet.
only accept cash, GCash, or credit cards, or bank
Perfect.
transfer.
Perfect. Thank you. So they can order, and then, of course, all the usual ways, GCash, bank transfer, and, of course, credit card if they wanted to come in. So thank you for that. Guys, keep the questions coming. If you have questions about cookies, questions about entertaining for Mommy G, questions about lighting for her papa, and, of course, about entertaining as well with Maggie. But Andrea and Mig are on location in Maginhawa. So they can also answer your questions about Gabrielle's and Honey, Bree, and me, which are providing one of the gifts that you will get to win if you answer correctly. So before we do our next Quiz the Cook question, Maggie, how about we share with everyone what a cookie swap looks like?
Yeah, sure.
So usually when we have cookie swaps and we can do face-to-face, I invite everyone in the
Yeah.
home I set a table. I come up with a yummy brunch. We put all of our cookies out. We lay them on the table so that everybody, like a feast for the eyes, for the senses, actually, because even the smell of the cookies in
The
the
smell
house.
of the cookies is just awesome.
I think this was one of the years that you've won. You've won more than one.
Yes, I made I think pistachio and cranberry wreath here, just so it would go in the theme of Christmas. But actually, you don't have to make traditional Christmas cookies, right, Nish? And that's
No,
one of the fun things about cookie swaps. The cookie that the swappers can be like very creative with their cookies.
yes, any kind of cookie actually that you wanted to swap. So the premise behind a cookie swap is that everybody shares the recipe, that you bake enough cookies for everyone to take home 1 dozen of the cookies. So if there's 10 bakers, we bake 11 dozen cookies.
Yeah.
Everybody takes home a dozen, and then we can taste. And then, of course, there's judges. In this case, last year, we were able to do a Zoom cookie swap. It was virtual. We sent all our cookies out to everyone, and we gathered on Zoom. We had our own grazing boxes, and we just kind of chatted. You guys are digging in over there, Miguel and Andrea. What are you eating now?
So, sorry, you caught me while I had a mouthful of food, Mom. Come on.
Keep chewing. Go ahead, keep chewing. I will read the next Quiz the Cook question, and then you can tell us about what you're not.
I'm ready now. I'm ready.
Go ahead.
So, we were just eating the empanaditas, which come with the cochinillo when you order. So not only do you get the cochinillo, you get 3 sauces, and you get tortilla chips. Yeah. So
that looks
you get a
yummy.
lot.
That looks
And-
yummy. What are the sauces?
You have cilantro, chimichurri, and liver sauce. And I've had all 3 of them, and I can tell you, holy cow, or holy pig, if you will. It's crazy. Like, this stuff is crazy.
I'm so glad you're on. And okay, so holy pig or rebel pig. We'll get into that in a little while also. Those empanaditas. So what's inside the empanaditas? Pork, filling, Andrea?
Yes, pork. Ground pork.
They look yummy. Miggy was enjoying them for sure. Okay, so guys, up for grabs. We have 1 insulated bag chock full of different meat products from Gabrielle's Meat and Poultry. We also have a 10-inch grazing box and a gourmet meal kit, which you will see later in the episode from Honey, Brie, and me that you guys will get to share with your family and friends. Remember, you have to have shared the live stream. And of course, and make sure it's set on public so we can see it. And then of course, you have to have a friend or a family member who will live in Metro Manila that you can send it to in case you don't. Otherwise, you can send it to yourself. And then of course, for this question, since this is question number 2, I believe this is question number 2. Yeah, question number 2. This is for Mig and Andrea to read. You guys can choose who will be reading this, but it has to be one of you 2.
Okay, so question number 2. Where is Gabrielle's organic and free-range farm located?
Okay, so if you were paying attention, this was talked about with Andrea's voiceover during the first video, and of course it was mentioned there. I remember that we are taking the 4th commenter who answers correctly. But while we do that, Andrea, we have another question that we're going to field for you. Hopefully you can answer. So we have a question about the cuchinillo with the empanaditas. So how many days do you need to order in advance?
You have to order 4 days in advance.
4 days in advance. Okay, that's great. And so guys, if you do have questions about how much things cost or the price list, you can go ahead and visit their Instagram, their Facebook page, or even the website. Andrea, do you want to share the website?
The website is www.gabriels.ph.
Okay, and then you can check out some of the pricing there as well. Guys, make sure that you have shared the live stream and that you have if you are answering where you think Gabrielle's free range farm is located, that you are number 4 and that you have shared the live stream. Guys, we have had quite a few people get the answer correctly, but when we visit their Facebook page, they did not share the live stream. So we have to go to the next person. Remember, sharing is caring. We want to share with as many people as we can. Of course, all of these different ways that we can gather for the holidays, all of these different ways that we can make things easier on ourselves as we entertain our family and friends, or even just, our immediate family, how we sit around the table. Okay, so I think we have a winner. And I recognize this name, so let's see. Ange de los Santos Mendez. Congratulations, you answered correctly. Santa Maria Laguna. Congratulations. So make sure that you go ahead and answer our social media team so that we can get your prizes to you later on. Okay, so let's move on to family traditions. We've heard from G, Maggie, and even Andrea. Mig, I would like for you to share, this is a question for you, what are some of your favorite family traditions for the holidays? You can answer.
Okay, you put me on the spot.
You don't have to overthink it.
I would like to, when you phone in a friend, can I call in my mom? Is that allowed?
No, it has to be yours, your favorite.
Oh, my favorite. Okay, so my favorite is the Feast of the Seven Fishes. We do it every year, and we basically only eat fish or something that comes from the sea.
Right.
So it could be like salmon, like crab, like a bunch of different things, as long as it's like fish. And if it falls under fish and it's 7,
right.
It's part of the Feast of the Seven Fishes.
So the Feast of the Seven Fishes is something we do. It's an Italian-American tradition. So Mig likes that. He's saying that that's one of his favorites. I'm surprised. I thought you would say my cookie swap too. But Feast of the Seven Fishes is where a lot of Italian-Americans have just fish. It's kind of like we're fasting so that we only have meat on Christmas Day. And then Christmas Eve is where we have, like, some of the dishes that we'll make will be scallop risotto, seafood salad. We also do like prawns thermidor. What else do we do? Mussels marinara. Yeah, he's definitely enjoying all of those dishes as I'm naming them off.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite. Mussels marinara. Absolutely. Okay, sorry, I cut you off.
That's okay, son. Andrea, how about your family traditions? And, well, you guys were eating penne earlier with the different cheeses and everything in the kit from Honey, Brie, and Me. Tell us about how the businesses that you guys have put together reflect some of those family traditions and your new baby, or your new the new product that we're launching today.
Okay. So I mentioned earlier that my family really loves big gatherings, especially before the pandemic, and because food is really our love language, and so a lot of the ways that we bond really involve cooking or food in general, and so we really like to cook for each other, or we like to cook for guests when they come here, and so Honey, Brie, and Me, that really that was kind of born out of us missing the get-togethers and the gatherings. And so my mom thought of ways to kind of sell all our favorite recipes at home that we share each other, and kind of package that experience of getting together and showing our love and thanksgiving for each other into something that we can share with other people outside of our family. And so that was how Honey, Brie, and Me was made. It's my mom's baby. It's her pandemic baby. And Casa Cochinillo is my dad's passion project. My dad is really my dad loves experimenting in the kitchen. My whole family knows that every recipe is always a different experience. And so Casa Cochinillo is um, House of the Rebel Pig. That's the tagline, and it's also kind of in this. It was also born out of wanting to use food as a way to gather and celebrate and to get closer together.
Wonderful. So when you guys do get together, question, do you also help cook? Is that how the cooking kits came about? Are these
Yes.
like you and your siblings?
Yes. What usually happens is that we're each assigned something to cook whenever we have gatherings or holidays. And so, Honey Brie and me, these are all our favorite recipes in the family.
Wonderful. And so I love that actually your cooking kits come complete. They come with recipe cards. Meg's going to talk about that in a little while, but I really was super intrigued and I thought it was so cute. I took a look at your Casa Cuchinillo account on Instagram. Tell me about that pig who's riding a Harley.
Okay, so it's called Rebel Pig because in the farm, the little pigs, the piglets, they kind of squeeze out of the fences. And so they like to roam around. And so that's why my dad likes to call them rebels because they don't like being kept in their shelters. And so, yeah, they're kind of feisty like that. So, yeah,
We all need a little rebel in us, just a little.
yes.
You were saying Honey Brie and me, your mom's pandemic baby.
Mhm.
Tell me how she puts together these charcuterie or these grazing boxes. What's important? Why? What should be in each box for it to be a successful medley of goodness?
Okay, my mom is very, very meticulous about what goes into the grazing boxes, and so she curates and prepares them herself. My mom has really great attention to detail, and so she really places importance in variety, flavor, and texture. And
Yeah,
so, yeah, there's a lot of love that goes into each box because
super.
my mom is very, very she's super meticulous with them, and so
Yeah, and I can see there really is a lot going on there. I've always said that whenever we have grazing boxes, I like it to be a party in my mouth. So you have all the different textures, all the different flavors, and of course the variety of the different products that are there. But I want to share your Honey Brie and Me cooking kits. Why don't we show those videos? And Meg and Andrea, you guys can share what you think of the kits as well. And maybe you can share a little bit about how easy or not they were to prepare.
Okay, so this is the video for the Angus ribeye salpicao, and this is me cooking here. And I have like no experience in the kitchen. I'm just there to pick up after my mom when she's home and cooking.
Yeah,
So
right.
it's true. She you can say all you want that I just pick things up and I taste. So here we have, you know, the Angus ribeye cut into cubes, which is already prepackaged in the pack, and then you have the salpicao, the marinade,
Marinade.
yeah. And it basically you just mix it. You chop up your garlic, and then you heat up your oil. You put in the garlic first, so you brown it off, and
I
then
love
you
that it comes with olive oil.
yeah, it does. I was honestly so surprised. I was like, wow, this has literally everything. It was
A whole
it was
bottle.
cool. It was the best thing. Yeah, a whole bottle. And then so I just put all the beef in, and you just cook it. You don't you only have to marinate it for like 10 15 minutes. That's what it says on the card. And it doesn't take that long to prepare. It was super easy. And then you just put a little bit of olive oil, help it along, really build up that sauce. And that's it. That's the whole thing. You just make
So
it.
it comes with
That
the
looks
recipe
good,
card.
Meg.
And you know what? Like, it's so easy and it's delicious. You just gotta try it for yourself. That's how good it is.
So this is good.
Words
for
cannot
people-
describe.
Yeah, well, wait. So this is good for people who may just be learning how to cook. This is a great
exactly.
gift. Like, gee, you were even saying like you give gifts to lots of different people who help you all throughout, like with business and different things. This is a great gift.
Yeah, actually, yeah, very good addition to the gifts that we give, and very different, especially
Yes.
the Rebel Pig.
Right? Okay, and then I think we have another. So these dishes may not traditionally be something that we would eat for Christmas, but they certainly make an awesome gift. And if you wanted to add salpicao to the table, it's super easy to do it. You know, you could go ahead and order some of the other dishes that you normally order, prepare your special dishes, and then add, you know, such a hearty dish. Meg, I think the next video, so Patricia Toralba is saying, Chef Mig. So you did very good in that video. We also have, yeah, let's show the next video. Mig, walk us through this one.
Okay, so this is the Italian sub kit, and everything comes in the box. You got your instructions. You get all. Okay, this is probably my favorite box. You have your bread from Sourdough Cafe,
Yeah.
and on the
Chef
card,
Alvin.
it's on the instruction card. It's pretty easy to go about. You know, here's a sample. And you got all your instructions. So here in this kit, you have prosciutto, salami, and mortadella, and you also have your provolone cheese and Italian dressing. So it's as easy as just cutting your bread, using mayonnaise, putting in tomatoes, and then you just assemble everything, and then there you go. Just like the salpicao kit, it's really easy. Like
Everything is included. So Honey
everything
Brie
is
and Me-
included.
Yeah. Andrea, tell us about
it's-
some of the other kits that Honey Brie and Me has.
There are also pasta kits.
Mhm.
We were eating the penne earlier. My mom also has a paella kit. We have the paella here with us. We also have garlic and herb lamb chops.
Wow.
Yes, so we have a steak and wine kit as well, and the mushroom and cheese risotto. We also have we also have creamy carbonara with pancetta, and we also have pizza. So we have
Oh, how fun.
Yes.
Fun. Okay. So we also have provolone. That looks like provolone that you're slicing
that's-
there.
That's provolone right there, and then I just put the Italian dressing on the top, and then I close the baby up, and then I just chop it and I ate it, and I split it with my dad because that's a really big sandwich, right? That's a huge sub, and I can tell you I was full. I didn't even eat dinner when I ate that. That was
That
crazy.
looks like an amazing sandwich. I would
Yeah,
like
it
that
was
in my
great.
belly. I
The
think the
roll
only
was so good.
the
And,
only
like-
thing missing meat there is me.
Me?
Me.
Oh, you. Oh, and the good thing about the Italian sub kit is it doesn't come with one loaf of bread. It comes with two, so you can make two things that can feed two subs. You can make two subs.
Two
It's
subs
crazy.
that I think each sub can feed two people. It looks
Yeah.
like. Yeah.
Comfortably,
Easily.
even three
They look
if you really
delicious.
wanted to.
They look
They were.
delicious. Okay, so who eats like two people? I think that that Meg, you probably could have finished that by yourself, but I'm glad that you did share it with Dad. That was nice.
That's what it's all about.
Okay, so are you guys ready for another Quiz the Cook question? This is question number 3, I believe, and we are actually going to ask G to read it. But before G to read, we are going to remind everyone you must share the live stream for us to see that sharing is caring. And then, of course, up for grabs, you have Gabrielle's meat and poultry and insulated bag chock full of meat that you can enjoy and cook at home. and you have a honeybee and me 10-inch grazing box with a gourmet meal kit. You must live in Metro Manila or have a relative you want to send it to for a Christmas gift. And of course, this time we are looking for the third commenter. Kitchen 143. Three. Go ahead and let's read that question, G.
Okay, so why is the Casa Conchinilio mascot called the Rebel Pig? I
Okay, so
remember them explaining that earlier. Why
yeah,
is
so while we are waiting for the person who will answer and be the third commenter who answers correctly, let's read some of our comments. So Agnes Dela Cruz was commenting on the grazing box, and she said everything in a box, such a perfect meal now. Oh, maybe she was commenting on the kit. Yeah, because Agnes, that kit is complete. We have apples and dumplings saying hello. Maggie, she says hello. So you can go ahead and say hello to Kai as well.
Hi, Kai.
And let's see, Joan Bandavia Nonato is saying hello, Mommy Jer. She's saying hello to Eugene. Let's see, we have lots of people. Oh, and then Mary Grace. We like, we want to say hello to Mary Chua. She's also saying hello to Kai. So Kai, she's saying hello, and I think we have a winner. G, do you want to announce the? Oh, well, can you see the private chat? Let's see.
uh
No, Maggie. Maggie, do you want to read the winner from the private chat? It's okay, G.
Yes. So the winner is Sabrina Nepanya. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Sabrina. You answered correctly because they are very feisty and they try to escape under the fence. They do. Those rebel pigs. I think it's so cute in your logo. They're really cute to see that we have those rebel pigs. So I hope that you live in Metro Manila and that I'm sure that you already shared the live stream. Okay. So G, I have a question for you because you have a new tradition or relatively new tradition with your dad and some of the things that he prepares for everyone in the community.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Actually, it's not really something new. My dad has been doing it since 2014. When my kids started growing up, and of course, he wanted them to feel the spirit of Christmas, so he started decorating. So, 2014, it was really simple. It actually looked like a runway. I remember seeing my FB stories back then, and then every year it keeps on improving. Every year, his passion for decorating really intensifies, such that he already collects different Christmas lights all year round. And I would always see him like on this counter where I am right now. He's always fixing lights all year round. So that has been his hobby for the past 7 years. And very fortunately, this year we were featured in GMA 7 and TV5, and because of those TV feature, a lot of people started visiting and coming over, and it was very timely because for the first time, right after this pandemic, the kids were actually allowed to go out. So I think it was 3 days after that the government announced that the kids can go out. That's when we started opening, and everybody just came in. And then, we started with just a few well, with a lot of lights, and then eventually the lights were moving. I really entertained them. And then I told my dad, Dad, we don't have any characters. Like we have super nice lights, but we don't have any character feature. And so we started buying. So the first purchase was like a Santa Claus which works, and then eventually we bought all this nutcracker and a sleigh and a reindeer. So, and then eventually there's also a Belen and a Talal of light. So it just kept on improving the past 3 months. And it was brought about, by my dad having experienced COVID last September. I remember he was in quarantine from
Yes, I
September
remember.
3 Yeah, it was in quarantine for 1 month. And the moment that he was free from the quarantine, he called the one who was helping him, and they started building and they started doing all these lights like last October. We were ready to showcase to everyone, I think early November. So we opened our gates to the public November, and then as of now, we do receive a lot of guests because of also the TV exposures that we've been getting. It's open to everyone to visit. Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday are the viewing days for public. We open our doors to everyone on those days. However, we need to keep some days for the family who also wants to visit and celebrate. So
Yes.
MWF is parties for the family. And of course,
Yes.
if you're my friend, you can come over anytime. We will make
Wonderful.
sure, yeah, we prepare good food.
Wonderful.
And now,
Okay,
it
I
gives give me so much idea to order food like this. This is such a delight knowing it comes in boxes, and all you need to do is just heat it up. Like that's how Pikao earlier. That was a good idea. So
right? I thought of you when you were saying earlier that you didn't really like to cook too much. I thought like for the person that doesn't like to cook too much but still likes to put something hot on the table, that kit
yeah,
is
and for
perfect.
me, like who receives so many surprise guests. Some guests
Yeah.
they don't even inform me that they're coming. So if I have something like that, I can easily heat it up. That would be so helpful.
Right. So talk about heating things up. Mig and Andrea, are you guys heating up the raclette on cam right now? Tell us what you're doing there. We have to unmute you because that looks so interesting.
Okay, so with every raclette kit, you get your own little raclette melter. So you can melt it up, and you have a ton of things in the kit, right? So you have your bread, you have your prosciutto, you have your sausage, you have your this arugula, and then you have potatoes and obviously the raclette and a ton of crackers. So you also have mortadella and the truffle honey, which they make at the farm. It's like real 100% through and through honey, organic.
Fantastic. It looks like so
So
much fun. I can see the cheese melting and bubbling there. It's perfect and it's ready for you to serve. So while you guys are serving that up, I would love to share G's video of her dad's lights, his Christmas lights. So, G, this is your driveway. There's even lights on the driveway.
Yeah, that's how creative my dad is. Imagine who puts up lights in the driveway.
I can't even imagine what the electric bill is for the month of December.
I know, right? But it's actually
Don't
not
say
really
it. It's
expensive.
okay.
It's all LED.
Okay. But super fun. I see nutcrackers. I see snowmen. There's your son. Is that your dad?
Yeah, that's my dad. The one who always set up. Yeah. Please
So he's
come over.
he's
Come over with
even
Maggie. And
Would love to.
Right? We should take a ride, Mags.
Yeah.
We should take a
My
ride.
kids would love
You
to see
should-
that.
you should bring me cookies.
Bring cookies. Okay. Okay. So he sets all this up. He does it by himself? G?
No. He has two assistants, yeah, who
Okay.
helps us every day, and they're the
Right.
same people who also guards the house at night.
Okay,
And
so he
also-
conceptualizes like how you can
Yes.
walk through and what it's going to look like. If people were going to come and stop by, where would they find, the Christmas lights house in?
Yeah, so
Bulacan?
we can easily be spotted because our house is in Lumbak National Highway in Pulilan, Bulacan. So Pulilan, Bulacan is 30 minutes away from Balintawak and Lex. So we're actually
Okay.
very close to NLEX. So it's easy, especially with
Okay.
Skyway. You can
There
come
you
over,
go.
Mish.
Yes, I will.
Before
I
you-
promise. I definitely want to come by. I'm sure Jelly would love the Christmas lights and she would just
Oh,
be so happy to
please.
see everything. Okay, so that brings us to our next question, which is question number 4. I will ask again. Um, let's see, Maggie, you haven't read one question yet.
Okay.
Remember, guys, for Quiz the Cook questions, we have to have shared the live stream. You have to have shared the live stream on your Facebook page. Look at that raclette. It's coming through there. Oh, perfect. I want some. Share the live stream. And of course, be the fourth person to answer correctly in the comment section. And up for grabs, we have an insulated bag from Gabrielle's Meat and Poultry, chock full of meat products, organic and healthy. And then from Honey Brie and me, we have a 10-inch grazing box with a gourmet meal kit. So everybody will receive a different meal kit. You might receive the penne kit. You might receive the sandwich kit. You might receive the salpicao. It's all going to be different. So every winner will receive something different from Honey Brie and me. So Maggie, do you want to read our question for our viewers?
Sure. Okay, so give 3 basic keywords for assembling a grazing board.
So remembering that hashtag sharing is caring, and if you have shared the live stream, you get a chance to win if you answer correctly and are the fourth person in that stream that answers correctly. If you're tuning in, we'd love to hear where you're tuning in from. Go ahead and share that in the comment section. And of course, if you have any questions about charcuterie or grazing boxes, cookies, or entertaining, or even the lights that G's Papa has put together in Bulacan, you can go ahead and leave questions or comments there. If you have any questions also about Gabrielle's farm, you can put them in the chat section, in the comment section, and we'll be sure to get to you. So remember, this question we did mention, answer earlier in our stream, and there were 3 different things that we were talking about. Andrea and I were talking about. So Andrea and Miguel, are you eating the raclette right now?
Once again, you've caught me with my mouth full. But yes, we are eating the raclette kit, and we got a lot of variety in this kit. Like, give me a second. I'm still swallowing all my food, Mom. Oh,
Why
so
don't you
yeah.
Why don't you show us also what's on the table?
Okay. So, Andrew, you wanna tell them everything that's on the table?
Yeah, Andrea can walk us through that.
Okay, so here we have some roast chicken, and then we also have some paella. This is also being sold as a meal kit for Honey Brie and me, the paella. And we also have the empanaditas, as well as the nachos that come with the chinillo. And then we also have the penne pasta that we were eating earlier. This also comes as a meal kit. And then we also have this crown roast of pork. Um, we we also accept orders for crown roast, but only as special orders. And then yeah, we also have this big grazing box over here. I mean, this big charcuterie board. This is actually a 14-inch charcuterie board, and then yes, this is what we have on our table right now. Um,
Wonderful. So you mentioned the 14-inch. How many people is that good for?
Oh, sorry, excuse me. The 14-inch grazing box serves 10 to 16 people.
So that's big. That's good for like a whole gathering. And then the 10-inch, which is what all of our winners will be receiving. How many people does that feed?
The 10-inch grazing box is good for 4 to 6 people.
Okay, that's great. So that would
Yeah,
work for
just the
my
10-inch.
family. Yeah, the 10-inch would work for my family. You guys look like you're enjoying everything. So it looks so yummy. I wish I was there with you. Hopefully I can come and visit soon, Andrea. I think we have a winner. So guys, remember, we cannot choose you if you haven't shared the live stream. So the winner who has shared the live stream and answered correctly and is number 4 in commenting is Lally Ruth Gonzalez. Congratulations, Lally. So glad that you're tuning in. So glad that you get to take advantage of all of the yummies that we are talking about today from Honey Brie and me, and of course from Gabrielle's. Gee, I see you have some friends there.
Yeah, I invited some friends over because I know the food are actually really tasty. And I can't finish them all. So I invited some friends from Bulacan. Yeah, they are also BB mamas and BB millennial. But more than being BBs, they are really my friends from here. So we love to celebrate. They're always around, actually. They were just here a few days ago. Yeah, that's how we
Fantastic.
celebrate Christmas.
I love it. Yeah, and I was sad I wasn't able to come. I was on the way home, but I know that you guys had lots of fun. I saw the pictures and the videos, and of course, it was fantastic to see everyone together. So, guys, I know that we're coming to a close. We do have one more quiz the cook question, but before we do that, find everybody in the comments section below if there is something you'd like to learn about, something you want us to share, whether it's in the kitchen or entertaining. Put them in the comments. We'd love to hear what you would like to learn about too. You know, we are always trying to learn something new here in Kitchen 143. And before we do that, let's start with G. If someone wants to follow you or learn more about what you're doing in the community, I know BB
Yeah.
Helps is a very active part of what you
Actually-
do, and I actually love that. You know, this is something that you're passionate about, making sure that you run your business with a heart. So tell us where our viewers can find you.
Yeah, so I was actually about to mention more than following the other pages. I hope you can follow at Brunbuzz underscore helps in IG and Brunbuzz helps in Facebook. That's where we post everything and how we are able to help. Right now, we are running a campaign in collaboration with World Vision, wherein when you donate 500, you're able to give Noche Buena to one family. So I hope you can help on those little initiatives. If you want to follow me on my other IG accounts, my business account is brunbuzz underscore ph, and my personal IG is Clara underscore G. So and my Facebook Clara Alegria. Yeah. So thank you, Michelle. It's such a privilege to be here, and thank you for reminding everyone about being able to help through Brunbuzz Helps.
This is the season of giving, and actually more than anything, I wanted to be sure that I mentioned that for you because it's one of the things that I love that you do. Giving back is the most important, especially this season. Maggie, where can our viewers find you?
Yes, they can check my feed on Instagram at the Little Whisk PH. For 2022, I'm planning to post more short tutorial videos, especially for those who also want to learn how to decorate sugar cookies. And yeah, so you can check me out at the Little Whisk PH.
And remember, guys, I have talked about Maggie's sugar cookies before. They are the best sugar cookies in town. We super love them. I know a lot of times people get sugar cookies and you feel like they're so pretty, but they don't taste as good as they look. Maggie's cookies taste as good as they look. And she has been one of our partners with Best Buddies for a long time now. Always, of course, giving back to Best Buddies in the form of different ways to teach them to decorate cookies and gingerbread houses and all the things in between. So we are really thankful for you as well, Mags. Okay, Andrea, where can, first, let's go through all, you have 3 businesses that we'd like to highlight. So let's go through all of those 3 accounts that people can follow.
Okay, so for Gabriel's, you can order through our website, www.gabriels.ph, or you can also visit one of our 4 branches. We have branches in Maginhawa, Capitol Hills, Mother Ignacia, and Don Antonio. And for Honey Brie and Me, Honey Brie and Me and Casa Cochinillo, we accept orders through Facebook and IG messages only for now. So, yes.
Fantastic. So those pandemic baby businesses, of course, are all available online. And for physical stores, everything looks like it's located in QC. So I'll be waiting till you guys open something also in Makati or BGC. Okay.
Well, actually, we're opening a store in BPC. So,
Yay!
Or
yes,
Alabama.
in Mitsukoshi Supermarket.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
We were just
So
looking at
that's
that.
Yes.
Nice.
So that's awesome. Great. And Mig, do you want to share with anyone where they could follow you too?
You guys can follow me on Instagram. It's Mig Aventajado, and then you could also follow me on TikTok. It's also Mig Aventajado.
Okay, there
And
you
Twitter.
go.
I also have Twitter, but actually, no,
Okay.
don't look at my Twitter. Never mind.
Okay, guys. So up for grabs, the last giveaway that we have for this is your last chance to win. So make sure that you have shared the live stream, that you have an address in Metro Manila that you would like to deliver to. Because of course these goods are perishable. We know these grazing boxes, you have to eat them right away for you to enjoy them. Perfect with a glass of wine, like what G is drinking right now. And we will go ahead and ask, let's see, Andrea. Andrea, could you read our last quiz, the cook question?
Okay. For the last trivia question, what were the 3 kinds of cheese used in the penne and creamy tomato sauce?
Okay, so they mentioned that earlier. That box came out, the kit came out early in the episode. But if you weren't sure and you needed a little help, you could go ahead and check out at Kitchen143 on Instagram, because we talked about the kit there. We even featured the kit as well. So if you weren't paying attention, you can name the 3 kinds of cheese by researching as well. Okay, guys, of the 3 of the kits that we featured today, Maggie, what would be the kit you would love to take home?
I would love to take home the salty cow kit. And Andrea mentioned about the crown roast kit because it's perfect for busy moms like me. Like, my last day of delivery would normally be the latter days nearing Christmas. I really don't have the time to buy all the ingredients. So having a kit like that, the salty cow or the roast chicken kit, I think that would be a big, big help for me. So I can still prepare something festive, even if, even during this busy day.
Yes, that crown roast looked amazing. And
It
so,
does.
Andrea, how many days in order do we have to order that ahead? Because I know that's something we order, right? Like the cuchinillo.
To clarify, the crown roast and the chicken aren't kits. They're actually
Oh,
special
yes.
made to order.
Okay.
They're actually fresh products.
Better.
Sorry, my mistake
Yes.
from
That's
Gabrielle's.
okay. That's okay. But so can we order the crown roast cooked, or is it just prepped and we cook it?
You can order it fresh.
Okay, so we cook it at home. So actually,
Yeah.
Maggie, it's dressed, so we can cook the crown roast at home.
Much, much better.
Right?
Yeah, that's
Perfect.
perfect. Just put it in the oven.
And I always felt that crown roast is so special when you bring it to the table. It really
I
is. G, what would be the kit that you would like?
Everything. But I'm really most interested on the the first one, the salpicao, because I
Yeah.
love salpicao so much.
Yeah.
Definitely, I'm gonna order that.
Yeah. That's the rice. I love salpicao with
Miguel did
rice.
a very good job demonstrating it.
Fantastic. So, Mig, you did a great job demonstrating how easy it was to make that salpicao. Good job. Good job. Okay, so I think we have a winner. We have, let's see, looks like you shared the live stream, and the winner is for the fifth and final question, who was commenter number 4, who answered correctly, Queenie Mance. Manse? Do I say Manse? Do I pronounce the E? Congratulations, Queenie. Someone will be and we will be sending out those kits and those prizes to you as just in time for the holidays. So again, thank you so much for everyone who tuned in. And would you guys have any parting words that you want to share with the viewers? Maybe holiday wishes or things that you want them to know?
Well, for me, I guess more than the celebration of Christmas, I think more than anything, this is the time to really share and extend blessings. So if you are in some way blessed for the year, I hope you can share your blessings to the others, because I think after all, that's the spirit of Christmas, being able to share. So,
Agree. Agree.
and thank you for allowing us to this venue to also be our venue to also help and announce how we can share it to others.
Absolutely. We're all about helping. And of course, we're all about helping all of our mamas who are in the kitchen preparing those holiday meals as well, not just for our families, but finding ways to give to others as well. Mag, parting thoughts?
Yeah, I just want to wish everybody very happy, very Merry Christmas. I mean, I know the past 2 years have been very challenging for a lot of us, but we always have to always remember our blessings for the year and the people who are around us, the ones who are most important to us, and never forget to share your love with them as well. So Merry Christmas, everybody.
Amen. Merry Christmas. Time to count our blessings, time to share, as G said. And of course, just remember the reason for the season. Andrea, do you want to share last parting thoughts for the viewers?
I guess I just want to wish everyone a really great Christmas season, and that I hope that even if we can't have big gatherings or even if we can't see many people, hopefully we can still get to bond over food and use it as a source of Thanksgiving and togetherness, and also just as a love language, like how it is in my family. So, yes, that's all.
Amen. I love the sentiments of everybody who signed on. Meg, do you wanna add something?
Um, this was a lot of fun. Um, yeah.
Great. I'm glad that you joined us today. So thank you everyone for tuning in. We will be back next Tuesday at 4 p.m. for holiday gatherings for our third installment. And that will be it for the end of the year. But we are looking forward to seeing you all again. So this is Michelle Aventajado. Thank you for joining me in the kitchen, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.